while I'm going to work on the old house place, Mike, tell him what you were doing.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that. I was having trouble with the tractor. Um, had a flat tire on it, so wasn't very useful tractor. And the little air pump I had would have pumped it back up if it hadn't broke off the rim, broke the seal or the bead off the rim. So it ain't big enough to do that. So I had to take that off. But while Mary was doing that, I took the lawnmower and went up to the old house place. Started mowing, getting the old, getting the new house place mowed for the second time. We'd already mowed it once, just trying to get it from a failed state to uh, actual yard.
You can't tell it, but I've mowed the front yard of the old house place, trying to get it cleaned up a little bit. Um, we've got some plans for that too. And then in the meantime, after Mike went up to mow the new house place, eventually I'm just going to be able to call that home instead of having to have
Yeah,
labels. But and he came. I saw him coming back up the hill. What was going on? Well, the belt had slipped off the mower, so
seemed like everything I touched fell apart that day. So, everybody has those days, and that was my day apparently. So,
I could have done so much more if I could just get down on my knee. But I'm not where I can get up and down as quickly as I would like to.
yeah, getting old is not, not just saying me, myself as well. I've been having shoulder problems. I think I, I think I've torn my rotator cuff on my right arm. I don't think it's serious. I mean, as bad as it could be. But I was driving a T post with the old kind that you pull down and hammer it down in. I think I've got me a solution ordered to take care of that extra manual labor. So I just got to be able to hoist a T post motorized one. Hopefully that'll make it easier. I'm sure it'll eventually pay for itself.
I've been trying to talk him into going to the doctor so he can have some physical therapy on his shoulder and hopefully make it stronger so that he can kind of ward off any surgery, so that his shoulder won't tear any more than we think it already has. But
Some people are bullheaded, aren't they?
uh, sometimes. But you can kind of tell by the look of what we're watching right now that it has cooled down a little bit. The wind is blowing, and it wasn't too bad to work this weekend. Didn't get too
No,
hot.
it wasn't temperature wise. It was great. It's just the wind was blowing 90 mile an hour, which is usually what happens this time of year. You go from you'll have a week or two of really nice weather, and then you go back to fall like weather or winter weather, and back and forth, and the seasons are fighting with one another to see who's going to win over. And then it goes usually about a week of spring or two, maybe. And then next thing you know, it's 100 degrees and humidity is 100%.
We decided that we didn't want our nose and face and ears to get sunburned,
Hmm.
so we both got hats.
Yeah,
And the first time I put mine on, my hat blew right off. Well, kind of, I was like, well, this ain't gonna work. And so I figured out underneath it's got a little string that I can pull and tighten it up. So
it's a little bit big on her, but it looks good on her. My
Well,
mother-in-law says we look like people from Australia because the type of hat we got. But
good day, mate.
yeah, but they are keep the sun off your face, and I've had 2 or 3 places on my face I've had worked on account of skin cancer. Nothing terrible, just
Yeah, we don't want him to have any more
yeah.
taken off of
She
him.
been fussing at me. I need to wear long sleeve shirts, so I bought some long sleeve shirts online, some lightweight shirts, and I picked the color of a blue. And when I got them in, they looked kind of like them old 1950s movie, like when you watch Shawshank Redemption, where the where that denim blue look shirt. I said, yeah, that looks like about like a prison shirt.
I didn't think that when I first saw it.
I did.
I just thought he looked really cute.
uh, I ain't much on long sleeves, but I guess I'm gonna have to learn to make my better half happy.
Well, it's really fishing gear, so we're just kind of
Yeah, we're
we're getting ready to go fishing someday.
we're fishing for something to do, I guess.
We've got several things planned coming up. We've got, well, I do anyway, for school. I'm going to end my reading program this Friday, and then next Thursday I'm going to be taking a field trip with the kids, and um, that's going to be a big deal. That's it's always scary because I don't want. It makes me nervous to take kids away from school, but I'll have plenty of help. But and then retirement looms ahead,
Yeah, not
and
looms. It's coming soon.
yeah, I've been working every day trying to get things sorted and cleaned up, and um, I'm proud of the library. I want to leave it in nice shape, and the kids have been really kind to me. I've seen a couple of seniors, and I told them, because the march is coming up where they walk down the hallway, and I said, if I start bawling, just ignore me. And they said, we'll be bawling with you. So it's kind of an emotional time right now. I never know exactly how I'm going to be feeling: happy, sad, anxious, frustrated. It's all there. But
she gets over it once she gets retired. I've learned that much in retirement. Just take things a little easier. It's been kind of good for me in one way that once I got past getting my pension all lined out, which took way too long, like 20 days being a year. Once I got past that, things are just easier going. I don't get upset at things that I used to would get upset at. So it ain't got to be done right this minute. And if something happens, if something happens. So
well, we did have a big weekend though. Um,
yeah,
we're gonna have a new daughter-in-law
yeah,
coming up.
not a
We're
new one, another one.
Yes, well, I know I keep saying that, but we're so excited
We know
because
the first one we have, which is
yeah,
for our first son, but this one's for our second son's. He proposed, and it's been a long time coming. They've been dating for 4 years, so
we're just so excited for them.
yeah,
And
she's part of the family already. Anyway, I told Mary though, when another 20 or 30 years, when I can't hear nothing, that they just tell Heather, and then she'll tell me because I can hear her because she has her voice carries very well.
well, he gets mad at me when I raise my voice to tell him anything, but I want him
Well,
to be able to hear
after I
it
say "huh," she don't like to say something again, so she yells it. So,
2 times, not three.
or not
But
yells it, just
no,
says it really loud. So,
well, I have trouble saying things loud and it not sounding like I'm being forceful or firm or whatever. But anyway, it's just my voice.
but
So we got big plans there, and
yeah,
uh,
it's gonna probably happen about the same time we start actually getting the house built.
yeah,
So everything happens at once, and that's usually the way things happen.
it's almost time for our windows to come in. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
windy day today. I am bound and determined to get this this cranberry bush looking better. So all the bottom part is going to be trimmed up, and when it comes back out, hopefully it'll be a little bit nicer. All right, so here's the porch and the beautiful chimneys. The chimneys I am a little bit leery of because they are very old, and when the bricks get cold, they turn into a powder. So that tells me that they're not in very good shape. So probably not going to attach anything to those chimneys, but they'll be part of the scenery. So, and the porch is not in great repair either, but you know, it's worn and old, and we're going to try it anyway. We've got a little bit of weed eating to do around the porches. We left some of the flowers so we could see where the walkway is. And the yard, I don't know if you can tell it from the camera or not, but the old county road used to come to about right here. So the county road was this close to my great-grandparents' home. And my grandmother, Ola, when they redid the road, she wanted a bigger front yard, so she extended it just past where that fence line is. This is where the new road is, the McElroy Road. So I'm hoping that this will be the front where all the chairs and things will go. So we've got kind of a slope, and we've got lots of sticks and things to pick up. And on this side is where the old garage used to be. You probably remember seeing a picture of that in the videos if you watched our future ones, or our past ones rather. There was a garage that stood about right there. So we'll try to get that cleaned up. There's still some nails and pieces of tin and things like that need to be picked up. And gotta be careful where I walk because there's little potholes and things in here where trees and stumps and stuff are still there. This was the old root cellar, so we're gonna fill that in and make that a lot safer, hopefully. And we're gonna take care of the rest of the rocks, the cement blocks where the house stood at. And that is the pecan tree that didn't completely come back out after the fire, but about half of it is. So we're going to clean up around the bottom of that too and get some of the old wood and metal and take it off and just get it all cleaned up. Look at that poke. That grandma would have liked that poke salad. But so that's some of our chore to get completed in the next 4 to 5 months. And not only that, but I've only got just a couple weeks left until my retirement date, and looking forward to that one. And I've got to get all the field trips and things like that rounded up. Then I will be home free after the field trip, hopefully. But looking forward to it and dread it, and uh, not sad, but I know I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss the teachers and the kids and the library. I really miss that library because the books became my friends. So, uh, as I've done inventory this year, all year long, I have basically been saying goodbye to all my friends, the ones that I've donated to the library and the ones that others have donated in memory of other people, and just stuff like that. So